Listen up, a ridiculous story about juvenile delinquents. How did good kid Martin end up in trouble with rascals? It puzzles everyone. Martin proudly claims, I volunteered for this gig. But to boost my high school resume, Snow Dad's logic astounds the three mischievous kids. But tossed laundry balls into a fountain, turning it into a foam party. Nice and swiped coins from all rascals love machine talk about shady. They take pride in who's the biggest thief, and Bart should be at the bottom of the food chain. Enter Martin, and suddenly Bart feels a bit more prestigious. A few dudes spot a trapped little lamb in the bushes, and Nyson goes, "This has got insurance policy written all over it." The staff said we're insured. I've been in Chevy programs, I know the drill. Trust me, take the lamb. That's how we pass the test. Bart grabbed some snacks for the lamb, and who knew the little guy was so hungry he'd eat the kid too. The other two tossed their bags goodies to the lamb, and boy, that lamb's a real foodie. Nyson raised his fist, angrily asserting, "You don't even deserve our friendship because you're not bad enough." Suddenly, several eerie skulls emerged with a shout. "Release that lamb immediately, it is our sacrificial offering." A group of mini monsters dodged the big ones, clueless about their location. Luckily, Martin knows maps. This river leads to the Ankle Eye. Nyson and Dolph rushed onto the boat, but the lamb hesitated. Nyson ordered Bart, "Let go." Bart, puzzled, asked, "Isn't our insurance?" Nyson smirks coldly, "Insurance? PFFT. We need to escape first." Yet Bart can't let go. Martin feels guilty. The lamb's their private Finchui. Kindness costs folks. Bart sighs and backs up with Martin. But unbeknownst to them, the other crew of little delinquents isn't faring much better. The boat is sinking. Disheartened little rascals stumble upon a house, and guess what? It's an Airbnb rental. Those little rascals shouted Martin's name in the rain, while the last pack of knowledge got gobbled by the lamb. Bart feels super awkward and doesn't want to deal with Martin's drama anymore. After all, he's only here for the lamb. He coldly says, "I'm not here for you, you loser. We're both troublemakers." It's tough and awkward outside, and Bart feels he's overstepped, so he tries to sweet-talk Martin. Martin starts off looking pitiful, but suddenly bursts out, "You have no idea how much pressure I'm under. My parents are like tiger parents, all sorts of tutoring and activities. It's insane pressure on my psyche. I see 2 psychologists weekly, and take pills just to stay awake, then need more to sleep. I didn't want to be here, I was actually stealing from the pharmacy, and look where I ended up." Martin coldly replies, "You're so hypocritical. Honestly, you're less real than the bully." Bart feels the sting. Martin's got no mercy. Martin calls the lamb to leave, and Bart desperately tries to hold on, but the lamb seems to see right through Bart's facade. The 2 little troublemakers' luck runs out as the skulls budge in asking, "Where's the lamb?" Duck God says the lamb's with the others. The skulls lock them in the dungeon, then conspire to make them sacrifices. Bart's circling in the woods until he spots some lamb droppings cheese that the lamb chomped down. Following the trail, Bart finds Martin. They are finally together again. "Fine, let's just admit we messed up," Bart says. Martin replies, "I gotta apologize too. I shouldn't care what those jerks think." This is their moment to shine, and armed with determination, they charge forward. After a few rounds, the opposition cracks and reveals, "We just wanted to make a horror flick and win an award." And things took a turn for the chaotic, gradually becoming more and more exciting. Seizing the chance, college kids film. The boys scream secretly, emotions bubbling. Martin, usually used to studying, suddenly realizes the beat of the flick knife matches Blue Danube. He just has to dance to the rhythm. This way, he can approach them safely. Knowledge is power. The college kids are in tears of inspiration. But then, out pops Yang, demolishing the fun. This guy really loves his electronic junk. The crew of juvenile delinquents got their makeover and solve the final puzzle. "The path you traveled is your treasure," the guide finally announces. "Are you guys nuts? This isn't treasure at all. That's just junk." Martin's parents show up like clockwork to pick him up. They remind him to stay away from those troublemakers and rush him off to violin class. Martin drops his backpack and declares, "I'm a troublemaker too. If you're feeling unhappy, take a happiness pill to cheer up." Bart tries to fit into the troublemaker scene, but he isn't bad enough. He comforts the weak when nobody's watching. "I always knew you weren't a good kid, but who knew you weren't even a bad one?" Martin puts Bart on blast. If you enjoyed this hilarious tale, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.